First job for today, make a new table for the chop saw. Job done, ready to rock and roll. Okay, now that's the tool sorted and the tabletop built. Now time to insulate the back panel there and put the OSB board that we painted yesterday, with antifungal paint, onto there. I've only painted one side for now, because I'm going to do the other once we've finished doing some other bits and bobs, because it's going to get stood on and get dirty. And again, we've got the plastic, recycled plastic insulation to go in there. I just need to clean it up. So the bottom piece of timber, which is going to go along here, it's going to be bonded down with some CT1 sealant adhesive. Just need to give it a good clean, which there's no grease on it. Got some 100% alcohol for that. And then we'll bed down the insulation and then put the boards down on top. All being well. In and stuck down with CT1, and I have put all the insulation in, and it's underneath the beams, and it's all packed in the corners as well, so that's good. And just for anybody asking, that is actually sat on a fridge panel, so it's already insulated. There we go. Now for the top boards. Okay, and she's in. Now, I didn't film the sealing of it because I hate any type of mastic or sealant. I tend to get it everywhere. I make a right mess of it, so I just need to concentrate. So yeah, it's all sealed in, and now just wait for it to dry and then paint it a bit later. Good morning. It's the first part of the bed frame up. It's not fixed. I'm just cutting everything. I've got a notch bits out at the moment because the way the box is built. You see here, these little bits. I'm just doing that at the moment. And then now I'm gonna cut all the center bracings. That's my next job. Yeah, it's great when it starts to take shape. It's amazing that just a bit of timber in there makes it look completely different, and already you can, in my mind, I can visualize what it's going to look like. I will say something now. I was trying to way overcomplicate this. Kerry came round and went, "What are you doing? You're overcomplicating it." I was trying to build timber struts up along here, and the angles were proving a bloody nightmare. So yeah, thanks Kerry. So that's the front finished. It's not in place. We'll do that later. I'm going to sand it all down now. But we've got all our corner strengthening pieces cut as well, top and bottom. Yeah, just sand it all down and then start painting it. Morning, super early, finished a night shift last night at 2 o'clock. Back at the truck to get the tyres changed. And there we are, tyres are in, loaded, ready to be fitted. We're glad once this is done. Hopefully we'll have to do it for a while. Okay, so back from the tyre fitting. Yeah, the rims were very difficult to get out. The split ring was almost sort of welded in, I think. Anyway, got them out. New tyres are on. Looking lovely. Old tyres. New. Such a shame. Most of these are almost brand new. Such a shame. But anyway, yeah, and there's the spare. All done. I'm super happy about it, and I can honestly say the ride quality vastly improved. Much better. And we've gone for the Pirelli TG85s. Good morning. So, tyres have been done. I've got 3 days. I've got a lot of jobs to do, MOTs next week. So let's go through the jobs. Okay, marker boards. Got 2 marker boards, one to go there, one to go there, and an oversized load board. I need to put on the back there. One job. Okay, a bit messy in here. Truck went back to OGF the other day to have some work done to the doors here that were leaking. All sorted now though, which is good. So we've also had some leaks whilst the truck's been parked outside. Now it's been good actually because we've dry stored the truck since we've had it, so it's not seen any weather. But these door locks were leaking water. It was out with the recent storms in January. You can see where the water's been running and pooling. Yep, rusty screws in the buffalo boards, and it's exactly the same on the other side. You can see the water runs, and again, where it's been pooling. And that water runs all the way down, and you can see where it's been pooling in all the screw holes. Now time for the garage doors. As you can see, the water's now finally made its way through. You can see it's pooling there. Good. So, got a timber cut. So bed frame will be in, and put the back piece in as well. Hopefully get the plywood cut and get that on as well. I've ordered a water tank, which is going to sit in here. However, 3 to 4 weeks delivery, so that's not great, but I've got the measurements, so hopefully got to work around it. Okay, it appears I have a very small coolant leak, so it's dripping off the plug here, but it's running. See the run mark all the way out here. I'm going to lift that up. You can see the moisture under there, so I think it's just a case of nipping up the Jubilee. It's there, and hopefully that'll be sorted. Okay, so I have a small leak coming through the turret hatch. Now, it's got a roof rack over the top, so it's pretty much bone dry. The water is pooling by those sealed black screws, and when I say pooling, I mean like a millimetre. So I must have a small crack or something's going on there. So I've got some paint, some bitumen paint, and I'm just going to paint all around that area to seal that off, and hopefully that solves that problem. Also, need to sort out this headlight. I actually had an advisory on the original MOT. I say advisory, but it does need sorting. So that bolt there, okay, it's not fixed, it's loose. So I need to come up with some way of fixing that as well. And again, that's for the MOT. Okay, so those are the jobs. 3 days, need to get as much done as I can. Obviously the marker boards and the coolant leak are priorities because I need to get it solved for the MOT. But yeah, 3 days and see what I can get done.
Believe it or not, turret hatch is still leaking. We don't know where.
It's dropping through here. It's coming through the bottom there. So
we have got some of this stuff, and I'm just gonna basically lather it on all around the outside. That way any little cracks or anything will hopefully be targeted by this, and it should stop the leaking. If not, well, don't know what next. No sooner did we drill the holes, we are filling in the holes, because we didn't realise that they were a little bit too close to the bottom bar.
Oh dear. Couldn't get the tool in.
We couldn't get the tool in.
What's a plonker?
Fill these ones in, drill them a bit further down. Lessons learned.
As you can see, we've got the front bed frame in. That's all done. And the back, we've built a timber frame which is mounted to the steelwork, and then insulated the back of that. That at the back there is going to be a wardrobe. The reason I put some insulation on it was because you're just not going to see the back of it. Better be safe than sorry. Also in readiness for the MOT next week, I've done a few odd jobs for that. So to make sure she's road legal in every sense, marker boards left and right, and the over length board as well on the back there. Might not have needed it, but I've put it on anyway just to be on the safe side. Okay, so we've sorted out the leak on the roof. That's all done. Job's a good one. And I've sorted the headlight, so now it is solid. So hopefully that was the only issue I had on the first MOT, so it should be fine. Also, let me see, where's my finger? Just there. The coolant, that's now sorted as well. Fix that. Job's a good one. Penelope the truck. Season 2. Episode 2, take 20.
Had a few tries at this one.
Yes. Welcome.
So, we have had a few leaks.
We have.
They were at the garage doors, which were made by a third party, installed by LGF.
Yes.
So we went back to see them, and they've done some investigations, found the problem, sealed everything all up, water tested it. Short of dunking it in some water, they really water tested it, and it looks like it's solved now. Yes. So, yeah, fingers crossed. No more water getting in the box. Because the last thing we want to do is box in that area and then find out there's a leak later.
Yes, exactly. Talking of leaks, then we found another leak. This time in the cab. I was quite surprised at this one. It was coming through the turret hatch, through one of the latches. Now, I sealed that pretty well.
So we thought.
You used a whole tube of Sikaflex actually on it. And we've been out driving the truck in the rain without the roof rack, and it's been fine. So we're not sure what's happened. But we've inspected it. We can't see anything obvious. I can only think that the water's getting underneath the paint slightly and then finding a way in. So easiest option for us was to paint it. We used some sort of a type of bitumen paint to seal it, and it seems to have done the job. Now, there was quite a few comments on Instagram about welding.
Weld it shut.
Well, weld it shut was one of them, but and weld the area, find the hole or find the leak and weld the area. All right, I can't weld. I want to learn, but I can't weld. I'm not going to pay someone to weld it. And like you said, another comment was weld the hatch shut. We don't want to do that. We want to use it. We like the novelty of it, and we like the fact that if we're in a hot country, we could take that hatch off.
Yep.
And let some airflow in. It'd be like aircon. I should drive in slightly.
Kind of.
Anyway, so hopefully we fix it now anyway.
Yeah.
So that's good. And right, we've got a checklist. Right, it's cheap. We've done that. We're on this one.
Yeah.
Just you. Go.
So we are only 27 subscribers on YouTube away from the coveted 1,000 subscribers. So I know that a lot of people who watch this don't subscribe. We can see it through the statistics. If you could just go ahead and click that little subscribe button, that'd really help us get to that 1,000.
Share that love.
And tick that box off
Boom,
the list.
Boom, 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 boom. Share love.
So,
okay, and that brings us on to
our recommendations.
So this episode, we're going to recommend The Nomadic Veteran, Russ, Gibbo, Cookie and Hooch, and also there's two actually this week. There's Those Trucking Celts. Those Trucking Celts don't actually have a YouTube channel. They're on Facebook and Instagram. The Nomadic Veteran is on all three platforms. Links to everything below.
Yeah.
A little bit of background about them. So they are currently heading east in Greece, crossing over to Turkey very soon, and heading towards India and beyond. Now, there's not a lot of people out there who are traveling at the moment, and these guys are doing it, and they are actually going for it as well. Great footage.
Amazing photos.
Yeah.
Really good photos.
And they're great people as well.
Yeah.
So check them out.
That's it.
And that's it from us for this one.
Yep.
So
next week, hopefully an MOT pass.
Fingers crossed.
I say next week, maybe a couple of weeks. And hopefully we're going to have the bed sorted, actually fitted.
Yeah.
So,
hopefully, fingers crossed. All be good. Got to crack on. Enjoy your Bristolian lesson. That's
we'll
us.
see you soon.
We'll see you soon. How bis, me babber? How are you, my friend? Ow is how, bist is are you, me is my, and babber is friend. How bis, me babber?